Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to the second round. This time I'm up against Shadow IX. He also won a tournament before, so that should definitely be a good battle. The reason I'm doing the intro this way is because I actually found out that I wasn't recording. But I did find it out in time, so I did press the record button just before we started. That's why I'm doing the intro this way. But yeah, Shadow IX had a really bulky team with Blissey, Suicune and Skarmory. So will I be able to break it? Let's find out. Okay, think I'll just go straight into Clefable. I don't think he's going for the Bullet Punch. He should definitely be going for U-turn because I have the Magnezone in the back. So let's see what he does. I think he will U-turn and then he might go into his Suicune, depending on what I do. So I'm just gonna go into Clefable. And yeah, we'll see what he will do. Does go for the U-turn. Let's see what he goes into. This might also make him think that I have Flamethrower on my Clefable, but he actually goes into Guard Jump. I do not understand it, but let's just go for Moonblast. Let's see what he does. I don't think Earthquake will 2-hit KO me unless it's Adamant, as he goes for Poison Jab. Okay, with the Life Orb, but now Guard Jump is at really low HP. And I do not want to lose my Clefable yet, so I'm just gonna go into my Gyarados. Because I don't think he should press Poison Jab again, because I have a Scissor. I think he should either go for Earthquake. I don't think Poison Jab is the play. So that's why I'm going into my Gyarados. Yeah, I cannot really do anything yet with my Gyarados because he still has his Suicune, who could try to Scald Spam me. But he actually makes a nice double, maybe predicting my Gyarados to come in. But anyway, I'm just gonna go into my Mamoswine because Mamoswine is at full HP. And if he goes for Volt Switch, I can get up the Stealth Rocks. If he goes for Shadow Ball or Hidden Power Ice, I can see if his Jolteon is Choice Specs or Life Orbed. Yeah, I don't think he should be going for Shadow Ball, because if I do go into Umbreon, then I get a lot of momentum there. So I think I'm 70% sure he will go for Volt Switch. Especially to hit the Gyarados, because I might have Earthquake. Because he might think that he might think that I'm gonna overpredict and I go for the Earthquake. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, my Mamoswine does come out, as he does go for the Volt Switch, so that is really nice. Now I can get up my Stealth Rocks. He might be fearing the Earthquake, so he's either going into his Suicune or his Skarmory. If he goes into Skarmory, he can get up his own rocks. I'm not sure if it's Shut Shell yet. Might actually be Shut Shell, because his team will lose very hard to Magnezone if it doesn't have Shut Shell. So let's just go into Gyarados, because if it's Shut Shell, I'm not gonna bother bringing him a Magnezone there. And Hidden Power Fire from a Magnezone is also not killing him, just in case he does decide to double into his Guard Jump. And if I go Gyarados now, I also prevent the Stealth Rock's damage this turn, which can also help. And I also get the Intimidate damage off in case he has Brave Bird. I think the taunt should be pretty obvious. So if I just go for Waterfall, get some damage off, or Dragon Dance. Wait, why did I click Dragon Dance? What? Okay, that is really bad. Anyway, he faces me into my Mamoswine. I just want to get some damage off on this Skarmory so that I can see if it's leftovers or Shed Shell. Now he faces me into my Scizor. I'm pretty sure he's gonna roar again. He basically has to keep roaring. Yeah, I'm gonna BP and see if he's Shed Shell or leftovers. Okay, my VP comes out as he goes for roar into my Umbreon. Okay, now I'm just gonna wish, because if he roars me into Mamoswine or Gyarados, I can heal them a bit with the wish. Okay, he does roar me into Mamoswine. The wish comes off the next turn. Anyway, I'm gonna press Icicle Crash right now. Maybe I'll flinch him, then I get the wish off on this Mamoswine, which could be nice. I do flinch him, and I think he kinda has to go for the Roost, because he might be fearing the flinch spam. So me going into Magnezone right now is really nice for me, because he showed leftovers, so he cannot switch if he stays in. Let's see what he does. He does go for Roost, and now I'm pretty sure he's gonna press Roar again. He has 30, so if I go, I should be pressing Volt Switch right now into a Pokemon that cannot kill Skarmory, being Clefable or Umbreon. I think going into Volt Switching into Umbreon is probably the best play, because if he then roars me into anything else but Clefable, then I can kill the Skarmory, because my other members are all faster than Skarmory. I think that's the play. T-bolting here decreases my chances of killing the Skarmory. So, Volt Switch comes out, and now I'm going into my Umbreon. And now he's most likely gonna roar again, and let's see what he roars me into. Okay, he roars me back into Magnezone, which means the Skarmory is 100% dead. But do I want to stay in? No, I'm gonna Volt Switch, and I think I'm gonna Volt Switch into my Gyarados, which denies the Garchomp. Because if I go for anything else but Volt Switch, my Magnezone will stay in, and then he can bring in Garchomp, which can get off a huge hit on my team if he makes the correct move. So go Volt Switching into my Garchomp at least prevents his Volt Switching into my Gyarados prevents his Garchomp to come in. So I do not want to Volt Switch into my Scizor because he has Suicune, and if I go Gyarados and he goes Suicune, I can still taunt him. Potentially. But he didn't expect the taunt when he was with Skarmory, because if I taunted him then he couldn't have roared me. So you might not know that I have taunt. Okay. Let's see what he does. I'm pretty sure he should not bring in Garchomp. Okay, he does bring in the Jolteon. I already made the Mamoswine play, so I think going into Umbreon is much better, because there is a high chance he goes for Shadow Ball now. Because if I do go for Mamoswine and he goes for Volt Switch or Thunderbolt, then I can get an Earthquake off on his team, and because his Skarmory is dead, he doesn't really have anything that really likes to switch in besides his Suicune, so he does go for the Shadow Ball into my Umbreon. And now I actually want to go straight for the Pursuit instead of going for the Wish right now, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna switch out, and getting that extra chip damage off on this Jolteon will help Mamoswine, killing it with the Ice Shard, and potentially with the help of a Scissors Bullet Punch. So he does switch out. I go for the Pursuit. Does a nice amount of chip damage, and now he goes into his Scissor. And a defensive Scissor is one of the best answers to the opposing Scissor, so I'm pretty sure that I can just go for the Protect because I have Magnezone in the back. I don't think he should be Swords Dancing right now. U-turn should be his play, but I'm just gonna Protect and get some extra leftovers recovery, and then I will bring in my Scissor. Because I really think that a defensive Scissor is the best pivot into a offensive Scissor. Because all the attacks of an offensive Scissor don't really do a lot of damage. And because you're slower, most of the times you get the initiative if both Scissors go for the U-turn. And if he does decide to stay in when I go for U-turn, I can bring him a Magnezone. So let's see what he does. I go for Protect, he goes for the U-turn. And now I can just go back into my Scissor. Because there's no way he's not gonna go for the U-turn. So going Clefairy, like another player could make us predicting him to Bullet Punch, but I don't really see it. And Bullet Punch is not gonna kill me. So he's definitely not gonna go for the Bullet Punch, so maybe going for Clefable is better, cause I could have brought in my Scissor, but Clefable is not that useful, and maybe I still need a lot of health on my Scissor to deal with Jolteon, cause nothing on my team outspeeds it. The only thing I can do is Ice Shard, but at the range the Jolteon is now, Ice Shard will not kill it, so maybe I need to tank a hit with my Scissor. But yeah, now should I just sack this? I think just sacking this is fine, and he might even predict me to go into Gyarados. Okay, he does just go straight for the Earthquake, so he does make the right call. I don't know if it's the right play, but it works out for him. Takes out my Clefable, and now Guard Jump only has one attack left, so I think I can just go for Scissor and Bullet Punch, because if he switches out he will die to Stealth Rocks next. But I will Bullet Punch in case he has the fire coverage move. If anything, he should sack this or bring in the Suicune and sack it later. Yeah, now there's a high chance that his Suicune will come out. If he does go into Suicune, I can U-turn and pivot in. Can U-turn and bring in my Magnezone for free because my Scissors should be slower. But let's see what he has. What else he can do? He brings in the Blissey. Okay. So Blissey either has Thunder Wave or he has Flamethrower. So I'm not gonna stay in. I think I can just U-turn into my Mamoswine. Mamoswine has thick fat, so even though it's super effective, he should be able to tank this. And that way I can get off a free Earthquake on his team. Because even Suicune doesn't like switching into the Earthquake. He actually shows Thunder Wave, so Mamoswine can get the freest Earthquake off in the world, and he still has a lot of health because he's immune to Thunder Wave. And let's see what he does. Earthquake is definitely a 2-hit KO, even if Blissey is at full HP. So my Earthquake comes out. He goes for the healing move. And maybe he's trying to Life Orb stall me, but my Earthquake still does more damage than that he heals. So if he softball again, then he will die to the next Earthquake. So will he sack the Blissey, or does he go into Suicune? though he sacks Blissey. And yeah, I do not really agree with this play, because if he wanted to sack the Blissey, then he should have just Seismic Toast my Mamoswine. That would have done more damage than that I would have lost to Life Orb. He couldn't have gotten more damage off on my Mamoswine. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, now Suicune should be coming in. Let's see what the play is. He might be going for Calm Mind, so if I just go for Earthquake right now, it will basically force him to press Rest. If I go for Earthquake now, on his next turn, he will have to go for Rest then. And if he goes for Rest, I can bring him a Magnezone. It's always annoying breaking through Suicune, especially if it's Rest and Rest Talk. The Earthquake comes out, he goes for Calm Mind, and now he has to press Rest. Okay, he will be asleep for a few turns. But I actually want to keep my Mamoswine for his Jolteon just in case. So I'm bringing in Magnezone, and I hope he doesn't Rest Talk into Scald. Gets an extra Calm Mind, so he's at +2, but that should not kill me. And I think even if he has +2, Magnezone should still be able to hit KO Suicune, because I am Timid Max special attack with a Choice Specs. I think it should still 2-hit KO. 216 damage comes off. Now I'm gonna T-Bolt again. And he should still be asleep this turn, so he cannot press Rest again, even if he knocks out my Magnezone right now. He does go down. And now I think I got the game, because Suicune and Blissey both went down. So I pretty much broke his defensive core with Skarmory down too. So Jolteon comes in, takes the Stealth Rocks damage, and now Mamoswine should be able to kill him from here with Ice Shard. So sacking Magnezone right here is not bad. But I can also just go straight into my Magnet. I think going straight into Mamoswine is also not a bad idea, because he is a Choice Specs Jolteon. So if he does go for Shadow Ball, and if he does kill my Mamoswine, then I can go into my Jolteon and press Pursuit till he dies. And then all he has left is his Scissor. Because Pursuit and Stealth Rocks should be able to kill Jolteon. So let's see what he does. He goes for Volt Switch. And now I can get a Ice Shard off. Now I can actually Earthquake right here, because he's locked into Volt Switch. So he does stay in, and now I can just press Earthquake on the Scissor. Scissor needs a couple of Swords Dances to win. But if he goes for Swords Dance, then he will be in range of Ice Shard, or he will even die if he doesn't have enough defense and HP IVs. I think I got the game right here. Okay, he is in Ice Shard range, and I am faster, so my Ice Shard comes off first. So GG Shadow IX. was a good game. So we did manage to break down that. Yo guys, I hope you liked that battle. The reason I'm doing the outro this way again and suddenly stopped talking was because OBS crashed for some reason. So that's why the recording suddenly stopped. Yeah, that was basically the game. If you have any questions, leave that down below in the comments. Hit that like button, but click right there for the third round. That will also be very spicy. So see you there.